Hi, I'm Andrew Dawson. I live and work in Dromara, and I'm really enjoying these new trails that they have in Drumkeira, although I think the kids are pretty fed up with them. What makes Christianity any better than other religions? This question puts us in a shop on a shelf full of religions with Christianity up there as well. Why would you reach for Christianity? Well, the simple answer is Jesus. Jesus brings us life, freedom, and love. Life, freedom, and love is not words you associate with religion, and yet Christianity brings us this. Or to be more accurate, Jesus brings us this. Because Christianity rests upon Jesus and his life. It rests upon his words and actions and his claims of this one man, Jesus. Jesus sets Christianity on a completely different shelf than other religions. Because Christianity is based upon what Jesus has done, not what me and you do. That's worth saying twice because it's really significant. It's based upon what Jesus has done, not what me and you can do. And because it's based upon his life, it's worth us taking a few minutes to examine his life. Because when we do, it will give us more confidence that about the life and the freedom and love that he brings. Jesus' life has been under the spotlight for 2,000 years. And he's the most examined life ever. It's not just investigated by those where he lived, where it was investigated by the highest religious and civic authorities, but it's been investigated by the brightest minds in all generations all that time. And in all their examinations, they have not come up with one flaw in Jesus' life. Imagine if they had come up with any flaw in his character or his claims or his teaching, Christianity would collapse, and rightly so. But all the time under the spotlight has not put one dent upon Jesus' character. Would yours be the same? I know mine wouldn't. Under the spotlight, mine would show up all sorts of flaws. Do you see the significance of what I'm saying? I'm not just saying that Christianity puts all its eggs in one basket. I'm saying Christianity only has one egg, and there's no basket. Christianity holds up Jesus and says, here's the one life that changes everything. His life brings life, freedom, and love. Let's look at those things. Jesus brings life. The central and astonishing claim of Jesus is that he is the creator of all life. And yet we killed the author of life. 3 days later, God raised his son from the dead. And this further sets Christianity apart from all other religions, because other religions have their founders and their graves. But Christianity has no grave because Jesus rose from the dead. And he didn't rise just as a spirit into some mystical being. He rose as a physical body. And he guarantees a physical body for those who trust in him. Isn't that the reason we come to religions? We come because there's a life and death issue and we feel it. We don't come as consumers. We come as the dying looking for a cure. And in Jesus we have one who has beaten death and who gives life to those who trust in him. But how can we be sure Jesus rose from the dead? Jesus rising from the dead seems to me the only reasonable explanation for the explosion of Christianity across the world and across the centuries. Going from the shame of a cross to a worldwide movement of God. And as it's gone out, it has brought freedom as it goes. Which brings us to this other one, that Jesus brings freedom, brings life. He also brings freedom. The ripples of the freedoms that Jesus brings has shaped the world we live in. Take, for example, the belief that the strong should not exploit the weak. Where does that idea come from? When we trace that idea back, we come back to this one life of Jesus. This notion doesn't come from the animal kingdom, nor from wise men, nor from other religions. It's brought right back to the carpenter from Nazareth. The carpenter who said he was God. Yet who said he didn't come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many. The word ransom takes us again not to the supermarket, but to the slave market. And at the slave market, we realize that we, if we follow religions, are enslaved into the do's and the don'ts of religions. But Jesus comes as a ransom to bring us freedom. So Jesus brings us life and freedom. But why does he offer it to us? This is where it gets really personal, and this is where we're going to land as we finish. This is where it gets personal. This is where it moves away from it being the formality of religion to the family of God. Why does he offer life and freedom? Well, he does it because of love. One of Jesus' earlier followers said this: "See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called the children of God." See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called the children of God. When we trust in Jesus, we don't become participants in a religion or a belief system. We become children of God. A God who has lavished his love upon us. You see, Jesus offers life and freedom and love, but there's an expiry date to that offer. Jesus says that he's coming back. And when he comes back, what we choose, we will fully experience on that day. If we choose Jesus, we will fully experience his life and his freedom and his love. But if we reject him, we will know only death, slavery, and wrath. So you're standing on a supermarket, you're looking at the shelves, and you realize that what's on offer is not Christianity, but Jesus. If you haven't really examined his life, or even recently examined his life, I'd encourage you to pick up one of the Gospels. Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. Pick up one of those and find in it the one who offers life and freedom and love. What makes Christianity different and better than other religions? The simple answer: Jesus.